Hello again, everybody, and welcome now to Corbin Redhound football on this Sunday night, the replay of the Corbin Prestonsburg football game. Tonight we're going for the championship of Region 4. If the Redhounds win tonight, of course, we go on to play against Region 3 next week, and then the winner of that game would go on to the state championship game in AA football. The Redhounds still ranked number 1 in AA football. A clean slate, 11 victories and no defeats on the year, but they're playing one of their toughest opponents of the year tonight in Prestonsburg. Prestonsburg having one of their best years ever. They've won 11 while losing 1. For the Redhounds, we've had some scary moments in the last 2 or 3 ball games. We survived last week by defeating Russell County 18-14. It's a team that's really drawing back and getting on that reserve power as the way they've come through in several games as of late. It goes all the way back to the Cumberland game in which Corbin, in the last minute and 10 seconds of play, was able to come back with a 35-32 victory in that game. And then, although their performances were not as great as they had been in earlier part of the year, against Middlesboro and Somerset, the Redhounds were able to survive, even though they have sustained some very severe injuries in earlier football games. And we're going to be looking at that situation again tonight without the full strength of the Redhounds. Dale Fox, who's been the leading rusher on the year, didn't play at all last week. He won't play tonight. And then Nooners Reedy, who's been right behind him in rushing and probably our number 1 defensive player. He was out last week, played 2 or 3 plays. He will be seeing some limited action here tonight. So the Redhounds also saw Danny Steele go down with an ankle injury. We've seen Terry Harold at center go down this year. In my opinion, one of the best centers that we've had or witnessed all year long. Well, he's out after 7 football games. So these are the factors that really start taking place after you get this far in a football campaign. As we're taping here just before the start of our game tonight, ideal football conditions. The weather couldn't be better. We do have a threat of rain. Let's hope that it holds off during this football game tonight. It should be a good one. Corbin, 11 victories, no defeats at home tonight against Prestonsburg, 11-1. It's the championship game of Region 4. And we'll be back with more of tonight's football activity here from Campbell Field right after these messages from our sponsors. And what a setting here tonight at Campbell Field, a standing room only crowd as you see some of those fine sponsors that are making it possible for you to watch Corbin Redhound football here on Channel 11 Southern Cablevision. We certainly hope that you go up to our sponsors and tell them about your enjoyment of being able to watch the Hounds every Sunday night here on Southern Cablevision. And we're ready to go with Redhound football tonight from Campbell Field. This is Don Eastup along with Dale Johnson and Marty Hensley here on WYGO and Televid Sports Channel 11. The Region 4 championship game ready to unfold from Campbell Field. It'll be the sophomore kicker, Brian Metzger, number 55, has quite a leg. And, of course, before he graduates, he'll really be booming them. He's a 5'10", 205-pound sophomore. He will kick off to start tonight's football game. The deep man, number 23, B.D. Nunnery for Prestonsburg. And the ball is coming right straight at him, but cutting across in front of him to take it will be Shag Branham as he comes upfield across the 20 to the 25 and up near the 30-yard line where the tackle is made. And our football game is underway. Prestonsburg will be starting the series from the 28-yard line as Jim McDaniels, number 27, and he's been doing that all along throughout his football career here. He was the first one downfield to make the tackle, and Prestonsburg comes out now as they'll show us a wishbone set in the backfield, a split in. That's going to be Branham off to the left side. Goebel looking across the line of scrimmage, throws on his knees, catching the ball at the 35-yard line is Branham, and he's downed immediately. Well, he had no chance, of course, to run because that pass play happened so quickly, and Jim McDaniels on that corner was there to put him down. But the pass play is good for 7 yards up to the 35-yard line. And the Black Cats will have it 2nd down and 3. We're going to be watching for about that all night long. Now, The end, Pete Green, number 11, 6'2", 190-pound senior, splits to the left side. Out of the wishbone, they're going to run it up the middle to the halfback. I don't think he got the first down, as he needs to get up to the 38, maybe the 39-yard line. He's down at about the 38. Ronnie Sloan, the ball carrier, and the tackle made by the nose for Corbin, Mark Hensley, 6 foot, 185-pound junior. He's a tough one. Prestonsburg will be a yard shy of that first down at the 37-yard line now, 3rd and 1. Again, they're going to split the end to the left side in green. Also, now split to the right side will be Marshall. It's the running play, and they go off tackle to the right side, get the first down, across the 40 to the 41-yard line as the ball carrier is Wendell Burke. Burke is stopped again by Hensley, but not before he gets about 3 yards, good enough for the first down of this game to the 41-yard line. Prestonsburg with the first down of the contest at their own 41, the ball right at the center of the field. We're in the opening minutes of play. There's no score. A standing room only crowd here at Campbell Field. They've filled up Dennis Stadium here tonight. Prestonsburg with wideouts both ways. Here's the pass, similar to a moment ago. That's complete to Branham. Branham immediately taken down by Jim McDaniels. That play was almost identical to the one a moment ago, except for the fact that this play gains only 4 yards to the 45 rather than getting the 7 they got a moment ago. Now, I believe Corbin is much better prepared for this situation tonight than they have been in previous games. Watching Jim McDaniels play on that split end, and he's lucky to get the first 2. Now they're going to split wide to the left, Pete Green. They have the wide out to the right side in Marshall now, and a halfback is in the slot. They fake it, the draw right up the middle, and it goes for nowhere as Sloan is hit and stopped in his tracks by Mark Hensley. Good job, Hensley. Had help in there from Barry Rose. So Corbin smells that one out very quickly. There's no gain on the play at the 45-yard line, and Prestonsburg are going to be looking at 3rd down and 6 yards to go. So the Black Cats will be looking at their first long situation of this football game. We're in the opening quarter. The loser is finished for the year. The winner goes on to play against the champion of Region 3. We're in playoffs in Kentucky AA football. Wide to the right side now is Pete Green. They have a slot man also to the right side. Back to throw is Goebel. Goebel looks, he throws his pass. Is it complete? The official says no, although coming up with the football was Pete Green down at the Corbin 45-yard line. He was covered by Chris Hart. He did not catch the ball, and therefore that miss will cost them a 4th down situation and 6 at their own 45. Now last week, Corbin was unable to go with Nooners Reedy as a deep back on the punts. They have him this week. He's off to the left, and to the right side is Dwayne Steely. Goebel is in punt formation, standing back at his 32, a low snap from center. He gets it out, a high short kick. Let's see what happens. Here it comes down. It's going to hit and roll. Takes a Prestonsburg roll at the 25. It's down to the 20. At about the 20-yard line is where Corbin will take over. And we have our first timeout of the game with 8:28 to go here in the opening period. Timeout the score. Corbin nothing, Prestonsburg nothing. Burr gets the call on the first play. Burr will come wide to the right side, across the 20 and up to the 25. He gets 6 yards, so Corbin doing a little bit different than they did last week. Matter of fact, than they've done any time this year. For the first time this year, David Burr wears jersey number 20, carries the first offensive play of the game. Burr has not done that all year. He's a 5'8", 165-pound senior, and he's put the ball up to the 25-yard line where the Hounds will have it 2nd down and 4. They're on the hash mark to the right side of the field. The backfield straight away, both ends in tight as the handoff is given to Creech. He's hit and he's nailed in the backfield. That was a very good defensive play by Shag Branham. Branham, a senior, came in from, I believe, a linebacking post to the right side, and he saw Creech in the Corbin backfield. He nailed him back there for a loss. It's going to be back to the 22, a loss of 3, and the Red Hounds now will have a 3rd and long of their own. It's going to be 3rd down. It looks like 7 yards to go for the first down. The wide out to the right side will be Scott Miracle, as Corbin has a slot man in Creech off to the right also. The quarterback, Jackson, is under. Jackson's back to throw. He looks over the middle. A bad pass. It's in. Oh, I thought it was intercepted right in the arms of Pete Green. He could not hold on. That could have been disastrous. as the pass was intended for Creech over the middle. The ball went through Green's hands, and luckily for Corbin, he did not hold on. So the Red Hounds will have to give up the pigskin on their first offensive series from their 22-yard line. Now the kicker is Brian Metzger. Metzger will move back to his 10-yard line to punt the football. Twin safeties deep for Prestonsburg. It's going to be Goebel along with Nunnery. Here's the kick out of the, oh, it's a nice kick. Long and high, driving Nunnery all the way back to his 30. Circles and falls down at the 31. His footing gave way from him, but Jim McDaniels was down there just to make sure, and that's the kind of football that can keep you in very decent field position when you have a kicker that can kick it from the 22 all the way inside the 30. 47 yards on that play. 47-yard kick. And Corbin now has Prestonsburg back in their own territory at the 31. Prestonsburg started their own offensive series on the first try from the 28. Now Goebel, the quarterback, goes under, wide out to the left side. He's on the option. He pitches back. Coming wide to the left side is Burke. Burke turns the corner. 30, 35, 40, 45. Knocked out of bounds at about the 48-yard line. So Corbin did not contain, as it was Hensley and Robbie Lamb coming over to put him out of bounds, but not before a long gain from the 31-yard line. He's taken it all the way up to the 48. Prestonsburg gets their second first down of this ball game, a 17-yard run on the option play to the left side. So the Black Cats have good field position, wearing the white uniforms here tonight with red lettering. The wide out is Green to the left side, out of the wishbone formation. The first man through gets it, and he blasts right straight up the middle. It is Nunnery going across midfield down into Corbin territory at about the 44-yard line. So he's moved the ball from the 48 to the Corbin 44. That's a run of 8 yards. It'll be second down and 2 for Prestonsburg. Boy, that was a blast right up the middle, and Corbin not prepared defensively. Second down, 2 yards to go as the Hounds get people stacked up on the line of scrimmage now on the second and short. Goebel back to throw. Goebel will go down behind the line of scrimmage in his own territory, back at the 49-yard line as Jim Lacefield along with Robbie Lamb converge and get him down. Now, after one mistake on defense, they come back with a jewel on defense and trap the quarterback for a loss of 6 yards back to the 50-yard line. So an entirely different complexion now. Of course, Prestonsburg had a situation that you might think, well, this is a good time to throw the ball on second down and short inside the opponent's territory. But what happened is they lose yardage, and now they're third and long, and they want a timeout. We have 5 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the opening period. With timeout, the score, Corbin nothing, Prestonsburg nothing. Well, let's see what the timeout did now for Prestonsburg as they have wide outs to both sides of the field. They have a man in motion to the right, and back to throw is Goebel. Goebel looking. He throws a screen to the left, and down goes the Nunnery as Jim Lacefield was there to put him down behind the line, back at the 45-yard line. Although it looked as if a screen developing, there were no blockers over there for him, and Lacefield, number 81 for Corbin, makes a good defensive play. A moment ago on that long run, I called Lamb, I believe, as I looked at the tape a moment ago. It was Nooners Reedy that made that outstanding play at midfield. So now and then we're going to miss one or two. Uh-oh, it's a fake on the kick. Here goes Goebel across midfield to the 40, 35, 30, 25, through everybody. Goebel will go all the way down to the Corbin 5-yard line. My goodness, I can't believe that he just slithered through many red shirts on that play. And what a daring play that was to have it fourth down and long yards to go with the ball at your own 45. Goebel did not mishandle the snap from center. He looked at it and said, I'm going to run, and that kind of decision can either backfire or it can win football games for you. Prestonsburg, on that long run of at least 50 yards, has taken it down to the Corbin 5-yard line where they'll have it first and goal to go. I think the ball is spotted at the 6-yard line, Prestonsburg's third first down. John Goebel on a daring run as he's trapped behind the line this time by Hensley and taken down at the 8-yard line. This may serve to get Corbin's dander up. We don't like fancy things like that happening to us, and Mark Hensley shows a little bit of aggressiveness as he comes in there to slam the quarterback down on 1st and goal, puts him down at the 8-yard line. It's going to be 2nd and goal from there. I haven't seen anything so daring in many, many ball games, and I really don't know why he did it, but it worked. He went through 5, 6, maybe 7 Corbin players that he had so much speed and so much power. He was finally taken down, and Kurt, you might can tell me who got him in just a minute. But here's the play going right now. Goebel back to throw, throws it, knocked down. One of the linemen for Corbin, it might have been Rose, it might have been Helton, I'm not really sure. They were all in there that knocked it down. Those of you that would be watching on Televid Sports here on our replay can actually see this a lot better than I can. At the 8-yard line, it's going to be 3rd down and goal to goal. This one for all the marbles here tonight. No score in the ball game. 3 minutes and 14 seconds to go in the opening period. Prestonsburg threatening at the Corbin 8-yard line. They're going to show us a wide out to the left side. That will be Pete Green. The backfield out of the wishbone. Here's Goebel. He's on the option. He pitches back. And at the 5, touchdown. He was hit a couple of times, but Burke goes in as he slides through a couple of, it looked like, sure tackles by the Hounds. They couldn't put him down, and Prestonsburg has taken the lead with 3 minutes and 9 seconds to go in the opening period. Well, 2 Red Hounds looked as if they had him behind the line of scrimmage, but he has power in those legs, and Burke has gone the 8 yards for the score, and Prestonsburg takes the lead as they'll be trying for the point after touchdown from placement. Kicking will be Snodgrass. Here's the kick up, and the kick, it is good. So, with 3 minutes and 9 seconds to go in the opening period, a timeout with the score. Prestonsburg 7, Corbin nothing. Prestonsburg ready to kick off now. Deep for Corbin will be Nooners Reedy, and he's the type kid can do exactly what Burke did a moment ago. In open field running, Reedy can get the job done. For Prestonsburg, it'll be Greg Shepard kicking off. The ball teed right at the center of the field at the 40-yard line. Reedy is standing inside the Corbin 10. A shocking display by Prestonsburg. A faked punt on 4th down, a 50-yard gain, and then an 8-yard touchdown run on an option that looked as if it was stopped but was not. And the Black Cats, their cheering section, very motivated right now. So here we go. Shepard approaching the football and the kick. It's a high one. It's not going to be too deep. Reedy at the 10, 15, 20. Reedy cuts to his left, 30. Reedy off to his right is taken down across the 30 at the 34-yard line, where Corbin will start their second offensive series. So the Red Hounds, the first time they got the football tonight, started from their 19-yard line. Here on their second offensive series, will start from their 34-yard line. I haven't seen a team that has shredded through Corbin this year as Prestonsburg did on a couple of those runs a moment ago. So they're a senior-dominated team, and apparently they're very living up to their billing. Here's the handoff to Creech, hit, and down he goes at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, as Donnie Ray, a defensive tackle, was in on Creech, and Corbin will have it at the 34-yard line, 2nd and 10. We had been receiving word from scouts all along as we played in the last 2 or 3 games about Prestonsburg, and they told us that they had a very good football team, and they convinced us here in this first quarter, leading by 7-0. Corbin 2nd down and 10, wishbone formation as Jackson will hand it to Burr. Burr off that right side, 35, Burr up to the 40, and down he goes. Had the blocking back, Creech along with Kyle Jones leading the way upfield, and the gain is good to the 40, so it's a 6-yard pickup, and Corbin, well, as the chains are stretched, though, it looks more like 3rd and 5 rather than 3rd and 4. So it's a 5-yard pickup and 3rd down and 5 for the first down. Red Hounds need to do something soon to change the momentum in this football game. Reedy is a wide out to the right side. Jones goes wide to the left. Jackson right back to throw, looking. Jackson's going to be hit and taken down. Donnie Ray, no, not Donnie Ray this time. It was Chris Snodgrass that came back to get him back at the 30-yard line. And so that's a loss of 10 yards, and Corbin will have a 4th down. Now, don't worry about Brian Metzger running from that end to that end, because Brian is not a back. He plays offensive center. He's a good kicker, but he's not a runner like Goebel a moment ago. So Corbin, 4th down. 15 yards to go for the 1st down. Metzger in punt formation. A good snap back. Metzger, another nice kick. This one not as high. Nunnery takes it, fakes the handoff. He's at his 35 and slides down again. The best weapon that Corbin has had thus far tonight is the footing of Prestonsburg on their returns, because they've fallen down 2 times, and it's been Nunnery both times. And for their 3rd offensive series, Prestonsburg will be taking the ball at their 35-yard line. Prestonsburg has 3 first downs thus far in the game. Corbin without a 1st down. Now, the Black Cats will send their wide out, Pete Green, to the left. They're out of the wishbone formation, up tight on the line of scrimmage with Goebel. Goebel hands to the first man through, and that's Nunnery running over people. Right up the middle he goes. Dwayne Steele locked headgears with him up at about the 49-yard line, or else he was gone. They are just blasting through the Corbin line. Corbin will be the recipient of a penalty against Prestonsburg, and lucky for them, because that gain was good for 14 yards, but it's going to be a holding call against Prestonsburg that'll put them back 10 yards. And the pigskin will be spotted back at the 26-yard line. So at the 26. Well, if they take on a double team or anything on Hensley and do that again, boy, they had some good yardage on that last play. But now back at the 26, Goebel on an option. Goebel outside in. Goebel 35. Goebel 40. Goebel up to the 45, and a flag goes down. Luckily, if it's a penalty against Prestonsburg for clipping, and I think that it was Larry Hilton that was clipped, we're going to set them back again. But our defense is not doing it. You know, it's amazing to me, the schedule that Corbin has played: Harrison County, Lafayette, Madison Central, Cumberland, Middlesboro, Somerset, people like that, and nobody has toyed with Corbin this year. This team, thus far, is toying with the Corbin Redhounds. They're doing what they want to. They're doing by, I would imagine, having more strength in the legs and just more bullishness out there. They have been able to run the ball at will. Now, the 15-yard penalty is going to help Corbin again. A moment ago, it was at the 26. Now the ball has been moved back all the way to the 13-yard line, where Prestonsburg will have it. 1st down. The line to gain is the 46-yard line. They're back at the 13. 33 yards to go for the 1st down, and Prestonsburg wants a timeout. Or is that the quarter? It's going to be the quarter. Well, we've reached the end of the 1st quarter of this championship AA football game from Campbell Field, and after 1 period, the score: Prestonsburg 7, Corbin nothing. Well, let's hope now the 2nd period of play for our Redhounds, undefeated in 11 football games, is far different than that 1st period, as Prestonsburg has the ball 1st down, and let's see, 32 yards to go, 31 yards to go. They spotted it now at the 15-yard line. And they give it to the first man through, which is going to be Nunnery again. Mark Hensley, who's done really the yeoman's work thus far, was there to pull him down after he got about 3 yards to the 18-yard line. Number 75 for Corbin, a junior, Hensley, plays the nose, and he's playing it very tough tonight. To his left is Jeff Crook, number 67. To his right is Paul Jackson, number 64. Helton's on the end to the left side. Lacefield's on the end to the right side. The linebacker is Creech and Hart up close right now. On 2nd down and about 27 to go. Goebel throws. Goebel's got his man, and his man circles by a couple of Red Hounds, comes all the way up to the 34-yard line. It's odd to see Reedy and Lamb both get on his back and him get free and go on, but that's exactly what happened on that pass play. It's still not a first down, but it gets them into a third and really not too long situation. The pass play good from the 18-yard line up to the 34. So Prestonsburg will have it third down and 11 yards to go for the first down. Everything they've done offensively thus far, with the exception of that first series when they had to kick it, since then they have just been super. Here's the 3rd and 11 play now. Both ends in tight. They're going to hand it right. No, it's on the option. Goebel keeps. Goebel will go down after he gets about 3 yards, but a penalty marker has been dropped. Thus far, Corbin has been on the right side of the penalty flag. We hope that continues. It's holding again against Prestonsburg. The gain was good up to the 38-yard line, a pickup of 4, as Mark Hensley was held, and I guess that's the only way to stop that young man. Corbin has a decision here. Do you put him back 10 yards, or do you make them kick here, or think they're going to kick here? I'll guarantee you one thing. The Hounds are going to be as alert as can be when Goebel goes back in punt formation now. No matter where that ball is on the field, it was on his 45-yard line on that series a moment ago, but he took off running. And now Goebel will be standing in punt formation as the penalty is declined, back at his 26-yard line. Here's the snap back. He has plenty of time. It's a low spiraled kick. Now Reedy will back up to take it. Reedy at the 22, the 25. Nothing developing. Reedy tries to get something to go for him, but nothing does. And Reedy is taken down at the 25-yard line. Well, the Red Hounds will be going now with their 3rd offensive series. Their first was at the 19, the second at the 34, and now after the kick by Prestonsburg, and really it was their own mistakes that forced that kick because they gained enough yardage for first downs, but those penalty markers were thrown 3 times. That forced Prestonsburg to kick, and Corbin has it at their 25-yard line. A wide out crease to the right side. Mike Jackson, the junior quarterback, wears jersey number 5, goes under. Here's Jackson on the handoff straight up the middle. They try to blast Burr free, but he can't get there, and he gets a yard at the most to the 26. Quite unfortunate when you look at the Corbin situation with Fox, the leading rusher on the year, going out a couple of games ago. Reedy, who was right next to him in rushing, and of course in his broken field running, just excellent. Not able to go at full strength last week and probably not this week. And then Danny Steele was hurt last week, so Corbin has really had to play an injury situation. Jackson trapped behind the line, and down he goes for a couple of yards lost at the 24. The option play does not work. Jackson hit and taken down, as it was Greg Shepard to come in and put the nailer on him. So Corbin has it 3rd down and 11. The Corbin fans sitting kind of numb right now at what they're seeing by the Black Hats of Prestonsburg. 3 or 4 years ago, you remember, we went up there and whipped them, but now we're on the short end of a 7-0 score. Wide outs to the left and right, as Jackson will try the draw to Lanham, but it won't get anything. Back across the line of scrimmage to the 25, maybe the 26-yard line. That's all, and Corbin will have to kick the ball once again. So Lanham gets his first call and carry tonight, but gets 2 yards at the most. And Corbin will be in punt formation. Brian Metzger will drop back inside his 15. He's at about the 13. Green deep for Prestonsburg. A fair catch by Nunnery, as Nunnery takes it at the 43-yard line, and Prestonsburg will have good field position. So a 33-yard kick, but a very good kick here in high school play. Metzger right now has been Corbin's best weapon thus far tonight on his kicking of 47, 35, and 33 yards. And fans, had it not been for that, Prestonsburg, could have been playing in our territory most of the time. 8 minutes and 2 seconds in the first half. Prestonsburg leading 7-0. Green will go wide to the left side. They will show us the wishbone formation for John Goebel, the senior quarterback. Goebel slides along the line of scrimmage and gives it. Here's the run by Burke across midfield, down that right sideline. Seeley after him, but he won't get him. And there he goes for the touchdown. A 57-yard run. The quarterback fell down as he was sliding along the line of scrimmage. No flags are down. Prestonsburg has taken a 13-0 lead on Corbin. I'm just about speechless. I really didn't think anybody could do to the Redhounds what I'm seeing done here in the first half. Now, Harrison County beat this ball club. According to their coach, it wasn't a good night. They had some developments that really shouldn't have taken place that night, injuries and this and that. And had the opportunity to win and all. I don't know how Harrison County ever beat them. Burke has scored a 57-yard touchdown. Here's the kick for the point after. It's no good. Well, we have a timeout with 7:52 to go in the first half. The score, Prestonsburg 13, Corbin nothing. Big Greg Shepard once again to kick off now for Prestonsburg, and here it is. He got a leg into that one. Reedy at the 1. 5, 10, 15. Reedy up that sideline. 20, 25. Reedy needs a block or two. Reedy to the 40, and there he goes down. Well, you can count on Nooner's Reedy to give you some excitement, and there he did, as Corbin will have their best field position of the night. Although I may sound morbid, and with all pessimism in my voice and what I'm saying, Corbin is very much in this ball game, and Corbin can win this ball game. A 13-0 deficit at this point is nothing. The Redhounds get their act together here. They can whip Prestonsburg. Wide to the left side is Larry Helton. In the slot is Creech. Jackson, the quarterback, is under. He pitches back to Burr. Burr stops, goes right, gets a couple of yards to the 42. Penalty markers are down, and it's going to be against Corbin this time. These officials spotted several infractions against those Cats out there, and now they've spotted one against Corbin. Could be 10 yards. David Burr, in all respect to that young man, has not played that much this year. He's been thrown into the wolves here in the biggest game of the year, having really sat on the sideline most of the year. And so what he does out there, you got to respect that, because he's giving every bit of energy and every bit of ability he has. A lot of those Redhounds that have suffered the injuries have gone down before him, and of course he's in there tonight trying to salvage this one for the Corbin Redhounds. They're trailing 13-0. It's a penalty back to the 31-yard line, and Corbin will have it 1st and 20. Let's call it the 30, just over the 30-yard line. Now we have a slot back to the right in Reedy, wide out to the right side. Here's Lanham in motion. We haven't seen that all year long. Here's the pass, batted up in the air and knocked down. A lineman for Prestonsburg got his hand on it. I believe it was Donnie Ray, number 62, as it was a low, hard pass just over the line of scrimmage. And so it's going to be for Corbin 2nd down and 20, as the pass would have been intended for Reedy, who had just cut over the line of scrimmage. The last 3 or 4 ball teams that Corbin has played has dared us to do anything in the passing game, so to speak. And so Prestonsburg may be doing the same thing here tonight. But now we're showing a wide out both ways, a slot man to the right and Helton. Back to throw Jackson. Uh-oh, it's a blitz. Uh-oh, down he goes. Back at the 20-yard line. Well, I guess when you haven't roller skated all year, it's pretty hard when you put on the skates. And in that case, the Redhounds having to get out of a hole by way of passing, saw 2 blitzing. I guess they were the linebackers coming in. I didn't get their numbers, but they were all over top the quarterback before he had a chance, and it's a loss of 10 more. Corbin will be looking at 3rd down and 20. Dale Fox is on the sideline tonight. He will not play. His ankle is progressing. For him to play, Corbin has to win this football game. Scott Miracle wide left, Reedy wide right, 3rd and 30. Back to throw Jackson. Short pass. It's Reedy. He's got it. Reedy goes to the 35, to the 37 before he goes down. So Corbin passing for 17 yards, but that will set up only a 4th down and long situation. And once again, Brian Metzger will be in to punt. The pass play good for 17. Corbin still does not have a 1st down in the ball game. 5 minutes and 40 seconds in the first half. Metzger in punt formation. Nunnery deep along with Green for Prestonsburg. A high snap, but Metzger gets it out of there. Another high, nice kick. Green off to the left takes it. He stands up and down he goes as Jim McDaniels got his ankle, wouldn't let go, and finally helped arrive down at the 35-yard line. Prestonsburg at their own 35. Let's review what the Black Cats have done. Their first offensive series, they took it at the 28, had to kick it after 6 plays. The second offensive series, they were in punt formation, 4th down and long when the quarterback ran 50 yards to the Corbin 6. Their third offensive series, they kicked. Their fourth offensive series, 1 play, 57 yards, and Burke ran for the touchdown. Now they have it at their own 35. Here's the handoff given to Burke again. He gets through people, and it takes Kyle Jones pulling at his belt and all pulling at his pants to get him down. The kid is just running through Corbin and got about 10 yards on that play. Really nothing too fancy that time. The quarterback, Goebel, just turns, hands it to Wendell Burke. He's 5'10", a 183-pound senior. Now, we're not talking about monstrous ball players here. In their backfield, Goebel's 190, Nunnery's 170, Burke is 183, and Sloan is 170. That gain was good from the 35 up to the 45, and a 1st down for Prestonsburg. In motion to the right side as the pitch goes to Burke. Burke gets to 5 more to midfield before Kyle Jones, along with Jeff Page, number 58, put him down. Again, Wendell Burke with the power in his legs as they showed us the motion with Branham off to the left. The pitch went to Burke to the right. A 5-yard gain to midfield, and Prestonsburg has it 2nd down and 5. The Black Cats thus far in the ball game have 4 first downs, and they lead it by 13-0 with 4 minutes to go in the first half. Just inside Corbin territory now. Both ends in tight full house backfield, and now again Mark Hensley into the backfield of the Cats, and he pulls down Nunnery behind the line at the 47. Fans, you've got to applaud Mark Hensley. Mark is playing the game of his life to contain the Black Cats, and he came bursting through from that nose guard position just then to throw the Cats for a loss of, let's call it 2, back to the 48. They'll have it 3rd down and 8 for the 1st down. 3 minutes, 17 seconds in the first half. Wide to the left is Green. In the slot is Branham. On the 3rd and long, Goebel goes under. Goebel back to throw. Looking straight over the middle. Throws long. He's got his man. It is incomplete. Robbie Lamb tried to go up to knock it away. However, Branham could not get it. Looked like the ball was right on target. He didn't catch it, and he was behind the secondary. That stops the clock with 3 minutes and 4 seconds in the first half. Well, it's going to be 4th down. It's at the 48-yard line. Let's see what Goebel will do. Will Goebel run? He did at the 45. He's in punt formation, standing at his 35. Plenty of time. He thinks about it. Now he kicks it. A spiral kick downfield. Reedy will let it bounce. It'll bounce inside the 10, inside the 5. It's wobbling around at about the 5-yard line, and that's where Corbin will take over. So with 2 minutes, 53 seconds to go in the first half, a timeout called with the score Prestonsburg 13, Corbin nothing. Jackson throwing from the 5, throws to Miracle. He catches the ball at the 25. Beautiful catch by Scott Miracle. And fans, let me tell you about that kid. Until the championship playoff started, He was a backup player, 5'11", 173-pound junior. He's had to come in because of injuries, and Corbin gets their first down of the ball game on a 20-yard pass play up to the 25-yard line. Had he not been off balance, he might have gone. Here's the handoff to Reedy. Reedy going wide to the right, trying to slide around people. Reedy up to the 30-yard line. This is inspirational here because the Redhounds needed to get something on offense before the end of the first half, and that they have done. Up to the 30 with 2 minutes to go in the first half. Prestonsburg leading 13-0. Burr brings the play in, replacing Creech. The ball at the 30, 2nd down and 5. That was some kind of play a moment ago, and that's the kind that can get these Hounds right back in here. Reedy wide out to the left side. Helton's in the slot. It's Miracle off to the right. It's a draw to Burr. 1st down at the 40. He's to the 43-yard line with 1:32 in the first half. So Burr, as the draw, works perfectly. Has taken the ball from the 30 to the 42, and Corbin's second 1st down.
Don, that time Larry Helton did a good job and a block to spring David Burr on that run.
Okay, Larry Helton clearing the way to spring him loose. It's 1st and 10 as Corbin will have to fight a clock now. Best field position of the night. Back to throw. Here's a long one for Reedy. Reedy, there's a lot of pushing going on as he, along with Branham, were going down that left sideline, and no interference called, but the pass was overthrown. Now, really what makes Burr have the ability to get in the open, in addition to that great block by Larry Helton, is the fact that Corbin has completed a pass. Now they have to respect that, and when they do, those draw plays obviously work quite a bit better. And so Corbin is up now to their own 42-yard line with 1 minute and 16 seconds to go in the first half. Miracle will go wide right, Reedy left, and Helton's in the slot. This is 2nd down and 10 yards to go for the 1st down. Back to throw. The pass right through the hands of Helton as Jackson hit him real quick going downfield. Maybe he wasn't, hard to tell whether he had turned his head at that time or not. But the pass goes through his hands at the Prestonsburg 48-yard line. We have not been in cat territory here tonight. Now we've got a 3rd down and 10 with 1:12 to go in the first half. Miracle again to the right. Reedy again to the left. Again, Helton's in the slot. This is a very big play. 3rd down and 10. Back to throw Jackson. He has time. He looks. He throws. Reedy's going for it, but he can't get it. That ball was thrown about 8 or 10 yards over his head. So Jackson throws it away, and Corbin will have to kick the football. 1:06 in the first half. Prestonsburg leading Corbin on a couple of big plays. Goebel's long run to set up the 1st touchdown, and Burke's long run to score the 2nd touchdown. They are an explosive ball team. Metzger, who has done a tremendous job tonight kicking, will be kicking it back to Green and Nunnery. I don't think Nunnery's back there this time. Here's Metzger. Low kick this time. It's going to bounce and roll. Uh-oh, Green's going to take it on the run. He's hit, and down he goes. That's the way to put it into him. Several Redhounds, Dwayne Miller, Paul Lanham, Robbie Lamb, among others, were down there, along with Jim McDaniels, to put the hit on Green. The ball is on the 27, and Prestonsburg gets it now. You can't relax. Prestonsburg with 54 seconds to go in the first half, as what we've seen already here tonight would be a threat at any place on the field. They're out of the eye. Strong to the right. Handoff to the tailback. Nunnery crashing right up the middle, but nothing there for him. Mark Hensley, Chris Hart, Nick Creech, all there. Robbie Lamb for Corbin to put him down. So Nunnery gets a 3-yard gain out of it to the 30-yard line. 20 seconds to go in the half now. As play continues, I've become more optimistic that we can get back in it. I believe we're over the shell-shocked area of the game. They're going to let the clock run out. They're satisfied with their lead. So Prestonsburg will take in a 13-0 lead here at halftime over the Corbin Redhounds. They have shown us the best football team that we played, without a doubt, all year long. The Redhounds 11-0, Prestonsburg 11-1. And I would say, regardless of which team wins this football game here tonight, Region 4 will be well represented. We're at halftime, and we'll be back with more right after these messages from our sponsors.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, under the direction of Mr. James Kemp, we present the Corbin.
Now the Corbin Marching Band under the direction of Mr. James Kemp. Field Director Laura Myers. And now enjoy the music and performance of the Corbin Redhound Marching Band. Ready to go with second half activity as the Red Hounds are down by 13-0. And Corbin will have Nooners Reedy standing back inside his 10-yard line to receive the second half kickoff. Prestonsburg losing only to Harrison County during the year. And they have a big following here tonight. Standing room only crowd. People are all around this football field, standing along that chain link fence. Matter of fact, some have come around the fence on the far side to watch the action. So now, Prestonsburg will show us Greg Shepard to kick off. He's a big guy. He's done a good job tonight. Reedy always a threat. To his right is sophomore Dwayne Steele. To his left, number 27, Jim McDaniels. We're playing without Danny Steele tonight. Haven't seen him in action because of his injury last week. So here we go, the second half. Underway as the kick is long and deep, and Reedy will take it at the 2, the 5, the 10, 15, 20. Reedy hit, and down he goes, and he lost the football, and Prestonsburg has it. Well, the Black Cats make the big play to start the second half. He was hit pretty hard. Nunnery, along with Shepard, the kickoff man, were down there to put him down. And Prestonsburg will start the second half at the Corbin 24-yard line. I really don't believe we can afford to let them do anything here and expect to win this football game. So let's see. The Red Hounds start off with a bad break to second half as Prestonsburg has their wide out to the right side in Marshall. They're going to slam it right into the middle to Ronnie Sloan. Sloan dives for a couple of yards to the 22-yard line before the stop is made by Mark Hensley. You're grading films tonight. You're going to have to put 75 down so many times. Of course, he had help from the linebacker, Nick Creech. Prestonsburg has it, second down, 8 yards to go at the Corbin 22. Undefeated Red Hounds, but they've been injury-plagued. 11-0, ranked number 1 in the state of Kentucky in AA football. Here's the option by the quarterback. He pitches back Nunnery. Nunnery cutting the corner. Will take it down to about the 15-yard line before he's bumped out of bounds. Helton in on the tackle. Creech also over there, and Robbie Lamb. Prestonsburg will have it third and short as Nunnery has moved from the 22 to the 15. He got him 7 on that one, and it's third down, a couple to go for the first down. Just getting underway here in the third period of this football game. Now, of course, they are in 4-down territory as Goebel calls. Goebel gives. Goebel fumbles, and he gets on top of it back behind the line of scrimmage at the 17. I thought that he was handing the ball off to Burke, but instead he never really had control of it. McDaniels, one of Barry Rose, two of the Red Hounds that were back there to try to contest for the football. And so let's see what Prestonsburg will do right here now. This is going to be interesting as they have the ball at the 17-yard line, and they're going to talk about it. It's going to be 4th down and 3. So we have a timeout with 10 minutes and 2 seconds to go in the third period, and the score, Prestonsburg 13, Corbin nothing. This is a very big play at this point in the game. Corbin fans coming alive as Pete Green goes wide left on a 4th down and 4 situation from the 17. It's the option, and I don't know. Let's see. He got across the 15 to the 13-yard line, and Burke, that hard driving halfback, just kept pumping those legs. It's going to be close. From our angle, it's impossible to tell. The officials are looking across, and we're going to have the first measurement of the night. Again, we want to emphasize that you patronize our sponsors, those people that you see the commercials on Televid Sports here on Southern Cablevision, and those that are sponsoring on WYGO. They're interested in community activities and affairs, and they make it all possible. And so they are the ones that have made it possible here tonight. And, well, sometimes it goes your way and sometimes it doesn't. By the length of the football, Prestonsburg gets the first down. We needed badly to hold them right there. But the way it is, Prestonsburg gets the first down. Neither team has chalked up many. That's only the 5th of the night for Prestonsburg. But now, of course, being in 4-down territory at the Corbin 13-yard line, excellent, excellent position to add to their 13-0 lead. Green's off to the right. Goebel on the option. Goebel keeps. Goebel may go. Yeah, nobody near him. Goebel sucks that defense right into the middle, and he goes in without anybody getting near him. He just kept, well, when you've seen a good wishbone attack, you see that. You don't know who to tackle. Do you tackle that first man? Do you tackle the second? Do you tackle the quarterback? And that's basically what we saw just then. And a good wishbone attack can really get the defense very confused, and that's what's happened here. Well, he goes in from 13 yards out. Goebel has scored again with 9 minutes and 33 seconds to go here in the third period. They capitalize on the Corbin turnover and have taken a 19-0 lead. I don't think we really need to alibi too much more. You know, we've talked about our injuries, but let's just face it, we're playing a very good football team. And it's as simple as that. Now they're going for the 2 points after from the 3-yard line. It's Pete Green wide left. And the wide out to the right side is Burke, number 29. Here's the pitch back. And they're trying to cut the corner. Well, I'm telling you, I thought that they were going to get Branham down easily behind the line of scrimmage, but he just kept bumping off people, and they got him 2 more. So 9 minutes and 33 seconds to go. We have a timeout with the score. Prestonsburg 21, Corbin nothing. The try for the extra point on the 2 was good, and they lead 21-0, and here's the kickoff. Very short this time, off to the left. Dwayne Steely, the sophomore, takes it on the run. Steely at the 25, and down he goes. You know, we so seldom have been in this position. We put people in this position all the time in our football program. And when we go to these ball games and our team just scores win after win after win, and then you look across the way and you really don't consider how those other people are feeling. Right now, we're feeling very, very low. And it's simply because Prestonsburg is showing their stuff out there now. So let's see if the Hounds can get back on track. From their 25-yard line. Creech is hit before he gets the ball. I think it's an offside penalty. What is distressing, though, are the boys in the white shirts out there that are jumping off that ball so quickly. I mean, it's as if they have springs in their legs. Illegal procedure against Corbin cost them 5. I don't know. I would decline the penalty because they lost about 4. But Prestonsburg,
Don, we had a mix-up in the backfield that time. Larry and Mike Jackson were having a hard time getting together on the play that time.
Well,
so, too.
Well, mix-ups become more often when you get into bad situations, and it's very understandable. So it's a loss of 5. Corbin will have it first and 15. Scott Miracle wide to the left side. Reedy will go off to the right. Corbin back at their own 20-yard line. Mike Jackson to throw. Jackson's got a field to run in, but he's going to throw, and it may be intercepted. No, it's dropped. Mike trying to defy the odds of a double coverage, and Shag Branham could very easily hand that for an interception at the 45. If Mike had decided earlier, he had a clear field for running of 15, maybe 20 yards up that left side, because at the time the defense was not over there. So the pass play is incomplete. With 8:27 to go, third period, Prestonsburg leading 21-0, and we're going to have wideouts, I would think, from now on in this ball game. A slot man to the right. Jackson looking over the middle, throws it, it's intercepted, and here goes 6 more. Goebel goes in, and Prestonsburg pours it on. I think at this point now, it's appropriate that we just come in with our praise for what the Red Hounds have done this year, because it's pretty obvious with what's going on that they can't get back into this ball game with the way things are happening, and not be overly critical. I don't think anybody wants to be critical, because you won 11 straight ball games. You've had injuries all year long. Goebel intercepts, goes in with 8:19 to go. And Prestonsburg giving us pretty good lashing right now. It's 27-0. But the fact about it is we haven't passed all year, and when you're called upon and have to do it in a desperate situation, it's obvious things like this are going to happen. So it's going to be the point after kick. It is no good off to the left. So another timeout. 8:19 to go. Prestonsburg 27, Corbin nothing. On TV and became very lopsided, and the excruciating pain of the opponent to have it go on and on. You have to play it out. There's nothing you can do. And so this becomes a point where you'd like to say, well, we wish we could call it here. But maybe they can show some spark. Let's see. Dwayne Steely on the run, on the kickoff. 20, 25, and down he goes at about the 26-yard line. I just hope that our young men keep their character. You know, it's a point of the ball game that after you've been able to control opponents all year long, that it's hard to take.
You're right, Don. It is hard to take. That time, they're still showing a spark out there. Howard Rudy put a good block to spring Steely that time and down another 5-6 yards. So they're still wanting to fight out there.
So right now is character time, I believe. At the 26-yard line, Corbin starts 1st and 10, trailing 27-0. The junior quarterback, Jackson, fakes to his halfback. He's rolling to the right. Boy, a nice block thrown in there on that corner by Jackson and Hensley. And the quarterback keeps the ball, brings it up to the 30-yard line. So it's a pickup of 4. Who's to say what might have happened had Fox been in there, but we can't play with what-ifs. And so right now it's just hoping that you can contain them and make a presentable show for yourself on the remainder of the ball game. 2nd down and 6 to go. The pitch back is to Burr, trying to look for the corner. Boy, they've got speed on him. Take him down right near the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard. Chris Snodgrass, senior linebacker, came over there, and it looked as if Burr had a corner coming up that field, but nope. He cut him off, and the gain is good for 1 to the 31. So now it's going to be 3rd down, and we'll call it 5 to go for the 1st down. Here's the option to the right. Jackson. Jackson will keep the ball, but he'll go down at the line of scrimmage. Nothing, nothing, nothing. We're getting nothing as Prestonsburg continues to play us very tough. It's going to be 4th down. 4 yards to go now with the ball at the 31-yard line, and Corbin will have to kick the football. In punt formation will be Brian Metzger. Deep is Nunnery along with Green. They're standing back at their 35-yard line. Metzger's done a good job. Here's another high kick. It's a little short this time. Let's see if it'll roll. Hits at the 40. Bounces out of bounds on the far side of the field at the 38-yard line. 5 minutes and 46 seconds to go in the game as Prestonsburg leads it over Corbin by 27-0. Pepsi Cola, the choice of every Corbin generation, hoping you have enjoyed the presentation of Corbin football throughout the year. We look right around, you know. They played basketball last night at UK, and the girls played locally. So in December, all these high schools are going to be playing basketball, so we continue to urge you to support your local teams in action there. Here we go from the 38-yard line. The handoff is given to Burke, and Burke goes down right at the line of scrimmage. Good tackling on the part of Jim McDaniel. So from the 37, Prestonsburg will have it 2nd down and 10. a senior-dominated football team. The Black Cats of Prestonsburg, and I think if I was following them at this point, I'd be very optimistic with their chances next week. Well, they hand it to the same man again, Burke, and Burke, some arm tackling tried out there, but Burke just slides around that kind and goes upfield across the 40 to about the 44, and not enough for a first down, as the tackle was made by Jim Lacefield. The ball to the 44-yard line. So it's going to be third down at about 4. People of Prestonsburg probably wouldn't believe that Corbin has deserved the #1 ranking all year, because they haven't seen Corbin prior to some situations as of late. Goebel back to throw. He hasn't done much of that tonight. He'll throw it, and it's incomplete. Incomplete, intended over the middle for Burke. You know, back in the earlier part of the year, Corbin was a better football team than they are right now. But they've been depleted with the injuries, and so people that don't know our program and don't know what's happened will think that Corbin, Mayfield, two of the teams that live on tradition, were ranked just because of that. That's not true. They were there because they were good. In punt formation will be Goebel. Goebel at his 30. They tried to put a rush on him. He just does get it out of there. The ball will hit and roll. And it's rolling down to about the Corbin 25, and that's where they've been all night. So we have a timeout with 4:16 to go. The score, Prestonsburg 27, Corbin nothing. Well, the Red Hounds have been playing right around the 20-25-yard line all night. Here's Jackson back to throw. Oops. Boy, he threw a bullet to Reedy. I really believe that it was too much of a bullet. Reedy puts the right hand out there and couldn't bring it down. I'd like to see Reedy get out in the open. This is, as he's one of the seniors on the Corbin team playing in his final game here tonight. We'd, you know, let him get out and show his stuff to this big crowd that's assembled at Campbell Field. Talking about Fox being injured. Well, he's a junior. He'll be back next year. Corbin second down and 10. Pardon me, the ball's back at the 20-yard line. Here's the pass to Reedy now. But, you know, 3 people converge on him so quickly up at the 29-yard line, and you hear those pads and those helmets hitting, that a lot of punishment is given out there. Corbin will have it third down, about a yard to go. There are many startling facts in tonight's game. One of them is the fact that Corbin has not been in Prestonsburg territory in this football game. They have only 2 first downs. They have a chance at one here on 3rd and 1. Here's the call. Here's the give. And Reedy gets the first down. Reedy slides over people as he brings it across the 35 to the 37. Corbin gets the first down as Reedy gets about 8 yards, and that's the 3rd first down. Scott Miracle comes wide left. Reedy will go right. I would think that we will immediately go to the air again once we get the first down. 3:24 to go in the 3rd period. Jackson back to throw. He throws. There's Reedy, too tall. Reedy, where he's going, he's open. If Mike can get that ball under control from where we stand, there could be some completions here, because that defense is not doing anything to deter that. It's just the ball was thrown too high. Incomplete pass from the 37-yard line will make it 2nd down and 10. Reedy, McDaniels wide to the right. It's Miracle to the left. Jackson back to throw again. He has time. He throws. Miracle off his hand. Intercepted. Here goes Green from the 40, 30. Green 20. Green down he goes at the 15-yard line. Scott Miracle had the ball go off his hand into the hand of Green, and so they come up with the interception. And this is the situation that you get into, of course, when you fall far behind and try to catch up passing. You may complete 1 or 2, but it just takes one big interception like that to turn the tide, and then school's out. So 3:04 to go and the clock running. Prestonsburg gets the ball on the pass interception. They have it down at the Corbin, let's call it 17-yard line. Goebel turns it right into the middle, and I want you to look at the hard drive of how Wendell Burke runs into the line. Now, Burke is hit at the line of scrimmage, but he doesn't stop. He keeps those knees going all the time. Kyle Jones, Barry Rose were in there to stop him, but they have to earn that stop. He doesn't go down on the first hit. He's impressed me very much tonight. He takes it down to, I guess, having a little trouble with yard lines now, about the 13 of Corbin. Here's Goebel on the option. He'll turn upfield, goes to the 10, and there's Hensley, among others, to pull him down. Rose is also there, and Paul Jackson is there. 27-0. Prestonsburg is leading. 2 minutes to go in the third period. Prestonsburg needs about 4 yards on this third down play for a first down, as they have it. I think that's the Corbin 10-yard line, best I can tell. So let's see what they do on the third down play. They're getting to a point where Corbin hasn't been beaten this soundly in a long, long time. Well, they didn't get it on that play. They dive into the middle. I would think, let's see who the ball carrier was as they unstuck him. It's going to be Nunnery. Nunnery doesn't really have the drive in his legs that Burke does. Nunnery has taken it to the 8-yard line, so they got a 4th and 2. They have so many options on what they can do that, well, their option here is go for a field goal. I believe that Goebel's going to pick it up and run with it. Let's see what happens. No, they're going for it. 25-yard field goal attempt. It's no good. So, with 49 seconds to go, Corbin will get the ball. We recall last year, Somerset came over here and whipped us pretty good. Wait a minute. 3 officials call it no good and 1 called it good. I guess they get 1 point. No. Prestonsburg fans, they don't like it. Now, why would that happen? I have no idea. Everybody I was looking at was saying it was no good, but that one official said it was.
It was the official that was right under the goalpost that was signaling no good. Then the official on the far side was saying good. Then he was out of position anyway, so I don't see why he was calling it good.
No, he was out of position. Okay. Well, Corbin will take over. I wish I could believe in miracles, but 49 seconds in the third period and down 27-0. I don't know. We pulled some out this year, but never been down like this. Back to throw Jackson. Uh-oh, he's having to rush. He's running off to the right and throws it out of bounds. He threw it away, intended for Helton over on that sideline. Corbin team right at mid-season before a lot of devastating injuries, thrashing people. We came out here against Madison Central and wore a good team out. Pikeville, well, I don't think their heads cleared yet after that second half. But I think one of the biggest losses Corbin suffered all year was number 52, Terry Harold, our center. When he went down in that Cumberland game, we haven't really been the same team since. Jackson back to throw. He throws it. Helton just dropped it. That's a good pass. You got to respect what's happening, though. The kids are playing with a different mental frame right now. And it's kind of, I guess we could characterize it by saying it's kind of like the dog with the tail between the legs. It's not the same bunch of hounds out there that we've had. 38 seconds to go. It's going to be 3rd and 10 now with the ball up at the 20-yard line. Wideouts both ways. Jackson back to throw. Throws hurriedly. This time Helton gets it for a 2 or 3 yard gain, and he's pulverized when he gets the ball. As a matter of fact, he's still down. He was hit by Shag Branham, and Larry is down. He was vulnerable to a hit because he's looking back at the ball, and the corner is coming up on him in a hurry. And so Larry took quite a pounding. Okay, we have the kick from Metzger. It's going to hit at the 45, rolls to the 42, and here's Green fielding it. Well, he's a daredevil, isn't he? He brings it back to the 42, where Prestonsburg will take over. And that's going to be the end of the third period. So we just broke for one commercial there on radio. We're going to break right again, so stand by. We have 1 second to go in the third quarter, but as soon as they spot the ball, that will go. And so that's it. The end of the third period of play after 3 quarters here tonight from Campbell Field. The score is Prestonsburg 27, Corbin nothing. Well, Prestonsburg has good field position now at their 41-yard line. Here's Goebel. A fumble caused by Lacefield. For the first time in the ball game, Corbin has the ball in Prestonsburg territory. For the first time, and it was Jim Lacefield, number 81, that caused that to happen. Corbin has the ball at the 34-yard line of Prestonsburg, 1st and 10. Boy, I'd give anything if these Red Hounds could make me look silly by talking pessimistically all this time and come back and win this game 28-27. I'd stand up and let them call names at me all day. All right, let's do something here. From the 34, here's the handoff given to Reedy. Reedy down to the 30. So he gets him about 4 yards on that play. But obviously, we're going to be able to make some running plays in, but any big comeback would have to mean breaks. It doesn't mean that you can grind it out. You can't pass it out. You've got an intercepted pass, cause a fumble. You got to do things like that. That's the only way that a miracle could happen in a game like this. 11:13 to go, and Prestonsburg leading by 27-0. Well,
Don, you're right. Get back into this ball game right now. Corbin's going to have to toss his stuff in front of him.
so let's see what they do from the 30-yard line. Full house backfield. Now Corbin runs a T, not really the wishbone. The handoff is given to Burr. Burr cuts to his right and gets the first down inside the 25. David Burr is quick. He's small, but he made a good move after he goes outside into the left side, then cuts to his right, and Corbin gets their 4th first down of this ball game. Burr, a 5'8", 165-pound senior, does a good job. And the ball is at the 22-yard line. Full house backfield again. Jackson back to throw. Jackson looking. He's looking. He's going to run to his left. Run, Mike, run. He's at the 20. He's down to the 15, and down he goes. Had everybody coming to his right. The flow there, and very good defensive coverage in that secondary by Prestonsburg. Reedy or Helton, neither one was in a position to get open for a pass. And Jackson, the quarterback, runs the ball. And we have another timeout for an injury for Prestonsburg. Yes, it's quite obvious that the Red Hounds haven't given up. There's not been a give-up sign on the football field tonight. The only sign is that Prestonsburg has been rather devastating. But now, a glimmer of light after that fumble by Prestonsburg. Corbin has it down to the 15, 2nd down and 3. 10 minutes and 8 seconds to go in the game. Full house backfield again. Jackson will call. Jackson will give. This is Reedy. Got the first down as Reedy is down near the 10-yard line. This looks more like what we've seen this year. But the Red Hounds haven't had any field position all night to do anything with it. And, of course, that devastating start to the second half, a fumble and a pass interception and 2 easy touchdowns. Corbin gets their 5th first down. I guess the ball is at about the 8. Jackson on the option right. Jackson stops. He runs left. He runs right. And Mike, you learned a lesson for next year. You just can't do that. Once you commit, you got to go. And it's pretty obvious that Jackson says, well, maybe the flow is going this way. They were on the pass, but they weren't on an option. And so he has to eat the ball back at the 14-yard line. That's going to be a loss of 6. 9:20 to go. 27-0. Prestonsburg leading Corbin. As the Hounds have Reedy split about 8 yards to the left side, and here's Creech to the right. On the second down play, Jackson looking for Reedy. He throws. Reedy! He dives but can't get it. Gave it a good effort. Pass led just a little too far. Reedy's got to be tired. Boy, the way he plays on defense, and they sent him out just about every play here tonight. 9:02 to go, 27-0 Prestonsburg. And Corbin will have it third down now and goal to go from the 14-yard line. So Prestonsburg hasn't let us do some of the things we've done this year, and we're trying to penetrate that right now. Oh, he had Miracle for a moment but waited too late. Threw over the middle to Miracle. Miracle flashed open. There was a pump of the arm, and then Mike on the second try, when he went in there, Miracle had 3 people on him. So now, what do you do? 4th down at the 14? Well, 3 points, not even good. I mean, you got to get it all here. And you got to get in the end zone to do it. Okay, from the 14-yard line, here's 4th down. Back to throw Jackson. Across, he throws it. Is it? Is it? Touchdown, Miracle. That one was on target. And Corbin has scored with 8:53 to go.
If we get an onside kick here and the momentum we've got now, who knows?
Well, we got to go for everything. Scott Miracle, a junior, his last 2 ball games going to do him a lot of good next year. 5'11", 173-pound junior. Going for 2. Here's the throw. Oh, it's dropped. Well, Reedy couldn't hold on. It was right on the numbers, but he couldn't hold on. So, with 8:53 to go, timeout on the score. Prestonsburg 27, Corbin 6. Well, let's see what happens. Will we go for an onside kick? 8:53 to go. We're waiting to see the smoke to clear. Finally got to shoot that cannon off. Smoke's in the middle of the field now. Yeah, we're going for an onside kick. Oh, hey, did we get that ball? No, he held on to it. I'll tell you what, we tackled that football. And Prestonsburg did a good job of getting it. That was a good onside kick. Very good. But one of the second-team halfbacks, or ends, was that came up to get it. Okay, let's see what the Black Cats can do now. They have the ball at their 45-yard line. Now, 8:45 to go. I don't think they're going to do anything but keep it on the ground. However, their wide out goes to the right, and they do have a slot man. Stacy Marshall is wide right. They also have wide out to the left. They're going to run it up the middle. That is Ronnie Sloan. First carry of the night. Sloan was stopped by Chris Hart, 5'9", 180 junior. I'll tell you, before this concludes tonight, I want to read a lot of those senior names off as we go down this roster. Robbie Lamb wears number 16 for Corbin. Danny Steely, number 17. Danny hasn't been able to play tonight because of an injury. David Burr, number 20. Those are some of the people that we want to say thank you to for giving us a great year. Second down play. They got him about a yard or so as Burke brings it to the 46-yard line. I want to continue to call off some of the seniors' names here. Jim McDaniels, Paul Lanham,
Sponsored by the Petco.
Terry Harold, who's been out with an injury. Jeff Page, number 58, who had to fill in that spot after moving from his guard position after Harold was hurt. Barry Rose, number 74. Well, Prestonsburg has called timeout. Let's see what Prestonsburg will be up to right now on this 3rd and 7 play. Well, the quarterback keeps the ball, and he's in a lot of trouble. Down he goes. Robbie Lamb gets him. You know what? If I had to play Lewis County or Newport Catholic next week, my quarterback, John Goebel, wouldn't be back there running that football that way. I can't. I just wouldn't take any chances. He's the catalyst to this offense. Matter of fact, the defense, the way he's treated us tonight. But he ran the ball and lost back to the 43, and they'll be in punt formation. Just 6:35 to go. More of the Corbin seniors. Larry Helton, of course, number 84. Jim Utter, number 89. And Corbin only has 11 seniors. Well, we did have 12. But Byron Shees was injured in that Knox Central game, and he's not been able to participate since then. Goebel in punt formation. His best punt of the night. Reedy backs up, takes it, runs to his left. I can't see the yard marker for the fans across the way. I think he was back near the 20, has returned it up to about the 27, 28-yard line. So Corbin will start from there. And when you review the scoring of this game, it's the Black Cats had big plays. The first half, running on a 4th and 13 situation or something like that. The quarterback ran to the Corbin 6, and then they had a 57-yard run. Second half, they had a fumble recovery, and then they had a pass interception. So that's how they've beaten us here tonight. But they've kept us at bay. Here's a draw that will get nothing. It'll lose yardage. David Burr. I really don't think that draw has worked this year. I don't want to be overly critical, but they've smelled it out most of the time. And so Burr loses a couple of yards. It'll be 2nd and 12. I think the ball is at the 23-yard line, about the 22 as I look at it now. 5.5 minutes to go. Larry Helton's way over to the right side of the field. Paul Lanham goes in motion. Jackson drops back to throw. He's being chased. He throws. It's complete, and Reedy takes it, fumbles it, but gets back on top of it. But boy, did he take a lick again. Very short pass play, just across the 25. Penalty marker was down on the right side of the field. Now, what we have, I'm not really sure. Illegal procedure on Corbin would be the call. I would think that they would decline that. 5:06 to go. Well, the Red Hounds have made it halfway. They would have had to win next week and the next week for a state championship. There aren't many teams that can say what they can say or have been where they have been. 11-0 until tonight. Well, here we go. It's 2nd down and 17 after that play. Pass over the middle. Oh, almost intercepted. Intended for Helton cutting over the middle, but that was very close to another Prestonsburg touchdown. Well, 6 years that we've been televising these games, and we've had a lot of good comments. I believe we have just completed our best year. Part of that has been the hookup with WIGO, and so it's been very good. We've enjoyed it. We've worked with Bill Sloan until tonight, and Marty's hooked up the controls tonight and taken over. So we've had a good year. Here's a long pass intended for Kyle Jones. Did he get it? He lost his shoe, or somebody lost one up at the 45. Did Kyle hold on to that one? If he did, it's a super catch. That's all right. Kyle Jones gets that long throw up the 46-yard line. So about 23, 24-yard pass play there, 4:47 to go. And of course, we're so far down at 27-6 that you got to throw bombs all night. Here's the long one to Reedy. He's open. Oh, it's thrown too long. That was a pretty cheap shot by Nunnery into Reedy when he was diving for that ball, and obviously couldn't get it. Now I think he's hurt Reedy. Really, you know, it's not a planned thing. I shouldn't be overly critical of Nunnery because the fact of the matter is he's going into a guy that he thinks has a chance of catching the ball, and so Reedy is down on that play.
It'll be second and 10 for the Hounds.
Second down, 10 yards to go for Corbin from their 46-yard line now. Kyle Jones wide right on the line of scrimmage now. Back to throw Jackson. Jackson running. Uh-oh, Mike, he's in trouble. Down he goes. Back at the 35-yard line. Mike Jackson, you got a feel for that young man, what he's had to go through tonight.
You do, Don. The young man is only a junior, and he's done a good job this year for Corbin, and he's came in under fire tonight with the injuries, and a fired-up Prestonsburg ball club is all you can say.
Yeah, we're not a passing team, and when we have to, the other team knows that what they can do, and several times tonight, Mike has had to run for his life. So it's going to be third down and 22 now. Back at the 33. Mike's throwing. Got his man. Well, McDaniels couldn't hold on. Went through his hands, and Burr almost got it after that. Incomplete pass. We'll make it 4th and 22. Now, do you kick? I don't think you do. 4th and 22 with the ball at your own 35. I know what I'm going to do if I'm the Prestonsburg coach. I'm going to play my substitutes the rest of the way. Not take a chance on getting any starters hurt. Corbin going for it on the 4th down. Jackson looking. He throws. It's Jones. Jones got it. Jones running. Jones got the first down. Down to the 44. Now where he caught the football was up at the 48-yard line. And if he had gone down there, and that's where he was hit, we don't get the first down. But Jones does get it on a 23-yard pass play. Well, Kyle, you've looked good on these couple of plays, on these long pass plays here. Kyle Jones wears jersey number 15 for Corbin. He's a junior. I like our juniors. Tell me what that number is.
50 yards in pass reception so far.
Oh, he has 50 yards in pass receptions, okay. So far tonight. Back to throw is Jackson again. Uh-oh, down he goes. Wall collapses on him, and he's back at his own 47. 3 minutes to go in the game. Corbin wants another score up there. Coach Cotton Adams is telling Kyle Jones now what he wants done as he comes by him on the sideline. Very obviously a very dejected Corbin coaching staff, led by Cotton Adams, Archie Powers, Tommy Faulkner, Clyde Burchett. We're looking on them right on the sideline now. So here we go on the 2nd and long. Jackson throws over the middle. Miracle's got it. Now I think he's got it. He was trying to cradle that ball right in the breadbasket. He did get it. It won't be a first down. He got back some of that lost yardage, and it's going to be 3rd down and long. 2:12 to go. Gee, I'd like to see at least 27-14 score. They approach the line of scrimmage. Here's Jackson throwing over the middle. Miracle got another one. Telling you, that pass is there. But now we're down to a 4th down situation with 1:39 to go. The ball at the 46. no, pardon me, the 36. Corbin calls the timeout here. So here we go. We need the first down. Got it a moment ago on a 23-yard pass play to Jones. Here it's 4th and short, about 3 to go. 36-yard line. Jackson back. He throws. He's got Helton. Lower that head. Does he get it? Yes, he did. A minute 26 to go. Okay, now it's time for home run balls. When you think about how Prestonsburg scored their touchdown, it really hurts you. They didn't come downfield like we've done against teams and grind it out. They just blasted a couple. Throw it long. There you go. Scott, catch that ball. Did he? Oh, that's super. There's a guy, 32, Scott Miracle, that has had to watch most of the season because he's been on the second unit. Called into service in the last 2 ball games, and we're seeing something that'll bring Corbin some very good opportunities next year. Tremendous catch down at, what do we call it, the 13-yard line, 1st and 10. Jackson to throw. Jackson looks. Well, he was trying to thread a needle to Miracle there, and it goes incomplete with a minute 6 to go. Prestonsburg led at halftime 13-0. If we can get it in and get 2, that means we played them to a standstill the second half. Kyle Jones wide right, Miracle left. Helton in the slot from the 13, second down play. Jackson back, Jackson looking, he throws, Helton's got it. Inside the 5, at the 4, not complete. No, it's not complete. Slipped out of his hands. Well, that's just as good in a way. It's not a first down there, and it's not a touchdown. And so the clock would run if it's completion. So what we have is the incompletion and stops the clock. Here's the third down play. Uh-oh, watch the blitz. Ooh, they try to throw it into Miracle across the middle. And he was very, very short. He cut in across the 10. And, of course, what we're looking at now is that we've got to go down to the 3-yard line. 55 seconds to go. Well, twice on 4th down, they've done it on this drive. But right here is the one that could put something on the scoreboard if they do it. Jim McDaniels wide right. Helton in the slot. Jackson back. Jackson looks. He throws. Fighting McDaniels. Get that ball. It's incomplete. It was broken up, and Prestonsburg will take over. Well, they're going to run out the clock undoubtedly. 50 seconds to go. Prestonsburg player down, I believe. Can't spot who it is right now. I wouldn't think that they had a lot of, well, I guess they did have starters out there. You know who that is? That's Donnie Ray. I believe it is, who's really pulverized us on a couple of plays tonight. If it's 62, that's who it is. That's who it is. See, it just makes no sense whatsoever when you get into a championship game to keep people like that in the lineup. Well, Prestonsburg with Goebel will fall on the football, and that's going to be one play and then one more, and it's going to be over with. Corbin ends 11-1. Big crowd witnessed it here tonight. What a season. Here it is, this time of the year in November. What's the date? 15th? I can't see my watch. The 15th, and it's warm, big crowd. Now they drop on it again. That's the ball game. Well, let me express my thanks on behalf of the people that I've worked with all year, and Dale Johnson and Bill Sloan. It's been a real good year, and the Red Hounds have come a long way, and we've enjoyed bringing you the broadcast and the telecast of these ball games here on WYGO and Channel 11 Southern Cablevision. And Marty, before I turn it over to you, I'll remind the people that Dale and I will be headed down to Gillum Gym, and we crank these cameras up And we follow the girls and boys in basketball also on Sunday nights. And in a couple of 3 weeks, we'll be doing that on Channel 11 on Sunday nights. So we invite all the audience here on radio to join us for that kind of thing also. So we'll be headed into basketball. So Dale, on behalf of our sponsors tonight, and we watch a very jubilant Prestonsburg crowd. They had chartered buses and a big crowd that came down here tonight. They're doing a dance across the way and the band playing. They get a shot at doing what none of their teams have ever done, winning a state championship, and they're in pretty good shape. They have a good football team. So they struck quickly here tonight. They struck with the big plays, and they proved that they're a team to reckon with in AA football. The Red Hounds, suffering their first defeat, will end their season here at Campbell Field. And the final score, Prestonsburg 27, Corbin 6. Thank you for joining us, and on behalf of these fine sponsors, we want to say good night, everybody.